second team on your list for possible destinations that seem more probable than possible would be?
Carolina. I think Miami and Carolina kind of are one and the other. So this trade is going to seem a little ridiculous. But so it'd be Deshaun Watson from Houston for Christian McCaffrey, Teddy Bridgewater, two firsts, and a second round pick. The only reason I say that's questionable is because of Christian McCaffrey, but at the same time, he's been very injury prone, and I feel like that hurts his value, even though I know and you know he's a really good running back. Adding on to that, Carolina's been cutting people left and right, clearing out their cap space, which makes it feel like they're making room for something big like this. And, getting rid of Teddy and McCaffrey at the same time helped clear that out as well because Teddy's their quarterback who, quarterbacks tend to make a little bit more money than other players. And McCaffrey, you already know, is making at least decent money for being a running back. The Panthers need a quarterback like they do. I think Teddy would be willing to stick it out, but I don't think they're willing to stick it out with him. They need a quarterback. They have the draft capital now, and they definitely have the willingness and the established players to make a trade like that work. Their owner, he has a very aggressive mindset to making big moves like that. So it seems like something he would fight to do. It shows aggression in the trades, which is why I put it as a close right there by Miami.
So, speaking a little bit to some of your points there, I don't think Carolina's made it a secret that they're planning on probably moving on from Teddy Bridgewater this next season, regardless. I don't think that's some numbers that I don't know if you know that with recent cuts in the last few weeks prior to, they've cut up to 25.7 million, which gives them around 40 million in cap space going forward this next season. That's just about enough money for a top shelf quarterback. The way that the current pay scale looks. Um,
Also, also another point I had to add to my reasoning behind Carolina being a top contender for Deshaun Watson is when they do go to the draft, no matter how many picks they have to give up for him, you have to think about what he has. I mean, even if they gave up McCaffrey, which would probably hurt a lot because one, he has a huge fan base there, and two, he's their number one running back. Honestly, their wide receiver class isn't that bad. That Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore, I mean, they're not talked about. Who's your top 5 favorite receivers? You're not going to hear either of their names on it unless you're a Panthers fan. Knowing that you have 2 decent receivers, you don't have to really put that much money into receivers, maybe 1. The list of free agents this year, especially in receiver class, they might be able to get just pick up someone on the low. They can still get Deshaun Watson and have all that cap space and still have room, to spend a little bit. And so I think logically, if that's what Carolina's planning on doing, I think it's a good move for them.
so next in that little instance, I'm sure that you probably have read it at some point, but the Houston front office has basically said that they don't have any interest in Teddy Bridgewater.
They might be being honest. Maybe they don't like what they see in him, but they still could take him. He still has value.
Moving on to team number 3, somebody that's might be probable, but not quite on your top 2.
Number 3, the Arizona Cardinals. They already got rid of their number 1 receiver. Send him to Arizona. They just got rid of their biggest name on defense. Send him in Arizona. Why not get rid of your biggest name quarterback and go ahead and send him to Arizona? Just makes sense. Deshaun would want to do that because he has a relationship with DeAndre Hopkins already. He has a connection with the wide receiver 1. That would be a good, smart move for him. And so here's my trade that I have found fit. Deshaun Murray, their edge, Chandler Jones, and 2 first and 1 second. I know that sounds ridiculous. Like, if that were to happen, I would be sitting at home like, I literally can't believe that just happened. I like a good joke, send everybody that's worth anything from your team to Arizona. Let's just go ahead and throw them all out and be done with it. Maybe you'll get this second round pick and David Johnson or whoever it was. Oh.
Okay, that's fair enough. Do you, with that being said, you know that has been speculated in the last couple of days as something that I know that we originally talked about this a week ago when you started making your list, but that particular scenario has come up. But what does that say to Kyler Murray? In all honesty,
See, that's why I hate this. I hate this one so much, and it's just outlandish to me. Like, I really like Kyler Murray. Like, I want to see him progress and have a good career. I like him. Like, I like how quick he is. He's got an arm for as small as he is as a quarterback. He loves it in Arizona, and I would hate to see them do that to him. If we're being realistic, I can see this trade happening. I don't like it, but as a joke, I would laugh about it because I've been thinking this ever since JJ announced going to the Cardinals. I said, well, we all know where Deshaun Watson's going to end up. All jokes aside, I absolutely hate that trade. I think now that JJ has gone to Arizona, because my notes are over the last couple days and started before the JJ Watt signing, I put Chandler Jones in there with that trade, and JJ Watt and Chandler Jones seem real excited to be on the edge playing with each other. Now it's a little skewed. I don't know if that'll happen, but that dude is awesome. I think he might even be better than JJ Watt if he can stay healthy for the next 5 years and keep the results he's been getting. I think he'll finish his career with a better career than JJ. I mean, I kind of want to see him stay there and be a wrecking force, and but that was another thing about my argument for Deshaun Watson to go there is Arizona already has maybe not the top 2, 3, but they have a solid defense.